There comes a moment in everyone's life when they look around and realize that nothing is moving, nothing is improving, nothing is shifting in the direction they want. And in that moment, most people blame the world, blame circumstances, blame luck. They look at life and say, nothing is changing. But the truth, the uncomfortable truth, is nothing changes because you haven't changed yet. Life is a mirror. It reflects your habits. It reflects your discipline. It reflects your choices. It reflects your mindset. And until you transform what's happening on the inside, nothing on the outside will ever follow. This message is not meant to judge you. It's meant to wake you up. Because deep inside you, there is a version of yourself you haven't met yet. A version that's stronger, faster, smarter, more focused, more courageous. A version that doesn't run away from challenges, but runs towards them. A version that doesn't settle for good enough, but demands greatness. A version that knows exactly what they are capable of. But that version will never come to life unless you decide, right now, that you're done with staying the same. Everybody wants to improve, but few are willing to change. Everyone wants the money, the body, the confidence, the discipline, the lifestyle, the respect, the success. But wanting isn't enough. You can't keep the same habits and expect a different life. You can't sleep late, avoid the hard tasks, stay inconsistent, surround yourself with the wrong people, ignore your goals, and then wonder why nothing is improving. Change is not magic. It's not a wish. It's not motivation for one day. Change is a decision, followed by action, repeated with discipline. And it starts the moment you stop lying to yourself. You can pretend that everything will get better one day. You can pretend you'll start next week. You can pretend circumstances will eventually improve. But one day is not a strategy. Next week is not a plan. And circumstances won't magically move for you. You have to be the one who moves. Let me tell you a harsh truth. Staying the same has a price. A big one. Every day you avoid change, you pay with regret, with frustration, with wasted time, with potential that dies slowly, silently. 1 year from now, you will either look back and say, I'm glad I started, or you will say, I can't believe I'm still stuck here. Which version of you will speak? Because every day you delay your transformation, the gap between who you are and who you could be becomes bigger. Every day you avoid the work, someone else is doing it. Someone else wakes up early. Someone else studies longer. Someone else practices more. Someone else builds skills. Someone else sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. And you're left wondering why they moved forward while you stayed behind. But it's not luck. It's not magic. It's not destiny. It's change. They changed. You didn't. Change starts with one moment, one decision, one instant where you say, I'm done living below my potential. This moment is powerful because the second you decide to change, everything around you starts to shift. Your language changes. Your actions change. Your priorities change. Your energy changes. Your circle changes. Your vision expands. Your self-belief grows. Suddenly, The excuses that controlled your life start to lose their power. Suddenly, the fear that kept you paralyzed begins to shrink. Suddenly, you stop caring about opinions, judgment, or comparison. Because you know the truth. You're not who you used to be. That old version of you, the one who procrastinated, doubted, avoided responsibility, that version dies the moment you commit to change. And from that moment on, every choice you make becomes a brick in the foundation of a new life. But let's be honest, change is not easy. It's a battle, a war between the version of you that wants comfort and the version that wants greatness. Every morning you will face resistance, the voice that says, "Stay in bed. You can do it later. You don't feel like it today. You've already done enough. You're tired." That voice is your enemy. That voice is the reason you stay stuck. That voice is the barrier between you and your future. And the only way to win is to stop negotiating with it. Discipline doesn't come from motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline comes from commitment. You do it when you don't feel like it. You show up when you're tired. You push when your mind says stop. You stay consistent even when results are slow. The day you stop waiting for motivation is the day change finally starts. Most people think change requires a giant leap. They believe they need to transform everything overnight. But real change, the kind that lasts, happens through small, consistent choices. 10 minutes of study, 10 push-ups, 1 healthy meal, 1 honest conversation, 1 hour of focus, 1 decision to say no when you used to say yes. These small choices build momentum. Momentum builds habit. Habit builds discipline. Discipline builds a new identity. Success is not about intensity. It's about consistency. Every 1% improvement compounds. Every small win adds up. Every effort creates a ripple effect, and eventually, you look in the mirror and say, "I don't recognize myself anymore." And that's a good thing. If you want to change your life, you must change your environment. Because environment shapes behavior. If you hang around unmotivated people, you will lose motivation. If you surround yourself with negativity, your mindset will become negative. If you keep listening to people who doubt you, you will doubt yourself. If your room is messy, your mind will be messy. If your routines are chaotic, your results will be chaotic. Cut the noise. Clean your space. Upgrade your circle. Limit distractions. Protect your energy. Build routines that support your goals. You cannot grow in soil that keeps you stuck. You cannot become great in a place built for comfort. Change your environment, and your life will follow. Most people don't change until it hurts, until the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing. And maybe that's where you are right now. Tired of your own excuses, tired of wasting potential, tired of feeling behind, tired of breaking promises to yourself, tired of living a life that doesn't reflect who you know you could be. Good. Because discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. Pressure creates diamonds. Struggle creates strength. Challenge creates growth. You are not breaking, you are breaking through. That feeling of frustration, it's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're ready. Ready for a better life. Ready for a stronger mindset. Ready for a higher level. You are standing on the edge of a new version of yourself. All you have to do is step forward. There is a version of you that wakes up early, a version that keeps promises, a version that reads, learns, grows, a version that trains the body, strengthens the mind, builds discipline, a version that doesn't run from responsibility, but carries it with pride, a version that doesn't fear failure because they understand failure is part of the journey, a version that is unstoppable, not because life is easy, but because they refuse to quit. That version is within you right now, waiting, watching, ready to emerge. But it will only appear if you let go of the old you, the you who made excuses, the you who avoided the hard things, the you who wanted results without sacrifice, the you who cared too much about what people think. Let that version go. Let it die, and rise as the person you were always meant to become. Here is the ultimate truth. If you don't change, nothing will. Not your habits, not your confidence, not your mental health, not your body, not your skills, not your future, not your life. But the moment you change, truly change, everything around you responds. Doors open, opportunities appear. People treat you differently. Your self-worth increases. Your goals become clearer. Your energy rises. Your discipline sharpens. Your life expands. Change is not easy, but nothing great ever comes from easy. The life you want is on the other side of discomfort. The future you dream of is on the other side of discipline. The strength you admire is on the other side of struggle. The success you crave is on the other side of sacrifice. So decide, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Decide that you're done living a life controlled by fear, doubt, laziness, or excuses. Decide that from this moment forward, you will change. You will grow. You will evolve. You will become the best version of yourself. Listen carefully. You were not born to stay the same. You were not born to be average. You were not born to drift through life repeating the same routines, the same mistakes, the same fears. You were born to rise, born to improve, born to fight for something greater, born to create a life that reflects your potential. But none of that will happen until you take responsibility, not for what happened in the past, but for what you choose to do from this moment on. The past is done. The excuses are done. The waiting is done. This is your moment, your turning point, your wake-up call. Your new life begins the second you say, "If I don't change, nothing will." Say it again, louder, stronger, with conviction. If I don't change, nothing will. Let that sentence become your new mindset, your new standard, your new identity. Because once you change yourself, you change your habits, you change your thinking, you change your actions, you change your future, you change your life. So get up, start now, take the step, do the work, build the discipline, break the old patterns, become unstoppable. Your future is waiting, your potential is waiting, your transformation is waiting. But remember, it all begins with you, and it begins now.